The following podcast contains spoilers and adult language. Listener discretion is advised.
Hey, this is Rupert from Survivor, and you're listening to the Showdown Podcast. Yeah!
Uline Cinema proudly presents a little holiday story. One Christmas Eve, Santa Claus got an unexpected gift of his own.
What in the name of Sam Hill?
30 years later,
Let's recite the code of the elves, shall we?
The best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear.
Buddy's discovering who he really is.
You're not like the rest of us. I was sure when you cracked 6 feet that it would come up.
My bad.
You're not an elf.
Now, he's taking a journey to find the family he's never known in a place where he finally fits in. Boy. And nothing's going to stop him.
Sorry, your car's pretty.
Will Ferrell is Elf.
Hey, what's your name? Someone need a hug? God! Nutcracker!
Catch the holiday spirit.
Just trying to hug you.
Welcome to the Showdown Podcast. It's Christmas time. It's our first Christmas-tacular episode. Four straight episodes, Christmas-themed, to get you ready for the season. And we are live here from the Miller Zoo, Corey's Kitchen.
That's right.
I think it should be called the Miller Swamp at this point.
Oh, shots fired. Savage.
You had to go
Finish
there.
him.
That man had a family.
We are joined live via Skype because of an asshole. My hearing hurts. Vic, check this out. So we're joined by Vic Miller via Skype in White House, Delaware, by the way.
Yeah, just finish that
He's
sentence.
a black guy in white Delaware. Well, Delaware's
Causes
a white
earthquakes.
state. Yeah.
Wait,
yeah. That
You had an earthquake in Delaware?
Vic farted.
Fell
Vic,
off the ladder.
I have a Christmas gift for you, so I need
yeah?
your address, actually.
Okay.
So give it to us right now.
Go ahead right now. We'll put it in the information as well.
Sure. I appreciate that.
But no, check this out. So when we're calling you to set up the Skype, like he presses the button to call you, and then Corey, to my left, by the way, this ass. Let's go back to the nickname thing. This asshole gnome on a dome to my left, Miller.
Gnome on a dome.
Corey, gnome on a dome, Miller.
Woo!
So he hits the button to call you on Skype, then immediately takes his headphones and like puts them off his ears. And I'm like, why is he doing that? And then the Skype ring comes in and it's fucking loud. And I'm like, oh, that's why. Forgot his elf ears pick up more than normal, but the shit was still loud.
Oh my god, that was funny.
So, yeah, this is the Showdown. We're supposed to be doing Menace to Society, but that'll come out in January.
Yeah, we had some real life.
Maybe we'll do a double episode week. We owe them.
Do we?
We owe 'em.
Yeah, but Menace wouldn't fit in December though.
Menace fits anywhere.
Yeah, we were supposed to do Menace last week and record that, and real life hit me, and I had a mini flood, and I had to deal with that for the last week.
God, swan song over here.
I know it. Feel bad for me. I'm gonna set up an Indiegogo account.
That's a violin.
Oh, okay.
But we do have some good. We do have some good clips. This is actually a scene from Elf. This is where Buddy is talking to what's his name?
Phase on Love?
No.
Oh,
wait, yeah. When he's talking to him about like setting up for Santa's.
Okay, I didn't know we were going right into this already.
Yo, dog, hurry up! Come on, man. Wait, man. Man, I suck your dick. Come on, man, just hook me up. What the fuck you just say, nigga? Man, I said I suck your dick. Come on, man, just get me fucked. Damn. Suck on that, you bitch-ass trick.
I don't remember this.
Yo, dog, hurry up!
I watched the wrong movie again.
Any of y'all want a hamburger?
That's the scene where Buddy's asking if he can decorate for Christmas. Santa, I know him, and he's assed out.
Another movie. I would have liked that movie.
Could you think about
You
Menace?
smell like beef and cheese. The fuck you just say about my motherfucking mama?
Think about all the characters in Menace just wearing the red Christmas hats.
No, yeah, like it's a menace to Elf Society.
Yeah.
That would be a funny movie.
Just mentally put hats on every one of them.
Give me the videotape. Come on, bitch. Give me that. I said eject. He's all happy. Then he shoots the Asian woman in the head. Elf. All right, we're here to talk Elf.
Candy cane gun.
Before we get into all of our Elf and our Christmas festivities, we haven't recorded in a while.
No, it's been a while.
We had a lot of shakeups, a lot of things going on.
A lot of real life shit.
Yeah, just real life in general.
Okay, let's stop the pity party for each other. Okay. We're all white males and Vic's black, but we're all living. We're all privileged. So this would be a lot. Let's just
hold on. Did you just say I have black privilege?
Yeah, you do. You really do.
Define that.
You got a big penis and you can dance.
Okay, gotcha.
Pretty privileged to me.
There we go.
I would trade in some of my white privilege for those, dude. Actually, but no, man, you set me off course there. Yeah, we haven't recorded in a while.
Your clip didn't do that?
Yeah, we haven't recorded in a while, and yeah. So, what have you guys seen lately that's interested you?
Well, I did see Logan Lucky. That was pretty good. It's got what's his name?
It's one of my favorite movies of the year.
Are you serious?
Yeah, absolutely. Are you kidding me?
The one with Channing
Wolverine
Tatum.
in a futuristic society where his powers are failing him, and he's forced to go on a trip with
Brad.
his daughter, created in a lab.
Logan Lucky. I saw that one too.
Yeah, it was amazing.
That's just Logan.
What's his name? Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, that's
amazing.
That's a different movie.
You sure?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I saw. Vic, you saw that, right?
I saw the same movie.
Logan Lucky, yeah.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, exactly. Professor Xavier's insane.
That's just Logan.
Oh, okay. What's Logan Lucky?
Logan Lucky, it's got Channing Tatum in it and Daniel Craig and Channing Tatum.
Oh, you're talking about Kingsman Part 2.
No,
Logan Lucky. Well-dressed superheroes.
I think he was actually watching Magic Mike too. Logan Lucky.
Shit, that was his name. They did talk.
There was a lot of penis in this movie.
Yeah, there was. Now that I think about it.
What was it about?
Oh no, Channing Tatum was going to he and his brother, which was played by Adam Driver, who played Kylo Ren in the new Star Wars movie.
I hate it already.
Okay, they're brothers, and they're going to rob one of the NASCAR tracks.
Whoa. Hold on. In what world does Kylo Ren look anything like he could be related to Channing Tatum?
I didn't write this. I didn't cast it.
Maybe they're adopted.
Cast this shit.
I know. It was rather odd. Channing Tatum did have a goatee, and so maybe that helped a little bit. I don't know. But yeah, I think it was one of the tracks in West Virginia, I believe. So
actually, you know what? It's cool. We actually have a clip of that movie.
Oh, yeah?
Hell no, man. Keisha, she gonna be at the motherfucking party, niggas. I'm on my faded. You don't hear me, though. Hey, that bitch got body. Yeah, she got body, man. Shit, boy, I'm about to get with her, though. I heard that. Let me see what's up.
This is Channing Tatum and Kylo Ren.
You ain't gotta be creeping.
Did he have a lightsaber?
I don't know why you trying to act like you cleaning up.
Oh, don't do that.
I always think we're gonna steal something. I know what you want, dog. Go ahead and give me that 08. Yeah, I'm finna fuck with some of this odds. Hey, won't you give my homeboy a chance?
So anyway,
This is where they go to rob it. Hold on.
I don't want any trouble. Just get out. I can't stand y'all. I feel sorry for your mother. What you say about my mama? You feel
That's
sorry
Channing
for her?
Tatum.
I don't want any trouble. Just get out. The fuck you say about my mama? I don't want any trouble. Just get out. You talking shit. I'm gonna tell you come in this motherfucker. You got something to say.
Hey, you know what would be good?
Spoiler alert!
You know what would be good? Is you didn't blow all of our bits in this episode that's supposed to happen on another episode.
We haven't even started.
I just love the idea of people being like, "Oh, it's the Showdown Christmas
so
episode."
fucking long. It's so long. Why does it have to be so long?
I also saw The Mechanic too, and the biggest movie though was Justice League.
I have a clip from Justice League.
No, you don't.
It's Batman and Superman going to the store.
Batman needs a 40.
Well, it makes sense as to what'd you say about my mama.
Your mama has the same name as my mama?
My mama's dead.
The fuck did you say about my mama?
Well, that wouldn't be
Bitch,
correct.
give me the videotape.
That wouldn't be correct because Batman doesn't fire guns.
Bitch, give me the videotape.
Actually,
I know, Vic.
Justice League, he shoots a lot of motherfuckers. Spoiler alert! He shoots a lot of bugs.
Yes, bugs.
Justice League was really good.
Yeah, what'd you think? Overall,
Okay, it started off and I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be a huge piece of shit."
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't a huge piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
It was a small piece of shit.
Well, no, it's like I'm not. Here's the thing. I think there's two ways you could go into it. You could go into it and judge it as a comic book movie, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Or you could go in and understand that it's not in the same level as the Marvel movies. It's not in the same level as the Christopher Nolan movies. It's its own little thing, and just you'll I think you'll enjoy it that way.
Here's
Like if you don't have the expectation, if you compare it against a Marvel movie or a Christopher Nolan comic book movie, yeah, it's not going to look very good.
No.
But if you just call it what it is, a action movie, blow 'em up, comic book movie, you can have fun with it.
Yeah. And that's what comic books really are if you think about it. And I think people take it way too seriously when it comes to the going from page to
Now, I will
screen.
say there were some weird things. Like the part where Clark Kent and Lois Lane are in the field.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like they CGI'd in a background, like a sky and a field. You know what I mean? It didn't look real.
As they probably did.
Because they CGI'd half his jaw because he still had a mustache.
Yeah, but that wouldn't affect the background.
I know.
It was the background that looked fake. It wasn't him.
Did
I actually thought I did not notice the mustache thing.
Oh, I noticed it right away.
I think you're looking too hard for it.
No.
He
It was
looked
the
to me
very
like a
first-
guy who just had maybe shaved it a few days.
It's the very first shot of him close up. It showed it right. It was so blatant. I was like, oh, wow, that does look bad.
I think I put that in the same category as the It thing. Like you've seen a freeze frame from the movie. Yes, you have.
No, I saw
We talked about it on this show.
No.
You've seen the
talking
freeze.
about-
You have not. So you have not seen the photo of where it. The freeze frame of the CGI.
Yeah, and I also saw the movie.
But you saw that photo going into the movie. So when you went into the movie, you're looking for it.
Yeah, you might be right.
If you do that with it, you'll look and see it looks pretty cheesy when he bites off Georgie's arm.
Yeah,
It looks a little cheesy.
Yeah, it might.
When you didn't notice that, when they didn't have that image plastered all over social media, it looked fucking gnarly, right?
Yeah.
Every time since I've seen that thing on Facebook, though, it does look a little skewered.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the same thing. It was not. I did not think it was as egregious. It wasn't like it looked like he had a mouth guard in the whole time.
It just looked weird. I tell you, I did like, since they didn't really, they had to throw in everybody's backstories real quick as far as Flash and Aquaman and Cyborg. So I like the way they did that. They kept it kind of short, but they got to the point and they didn't dick around with it. It wasn't prolonged.
Aquaman and the Flash were my favorite part of the movie. I thought they were the two best things.
Flash, to me, it's hard because, and Vic and I have talked about this. In case you don't listen to the Miller Times podcast, we actually, I'm sure you don't. We talk about.
We appreciate this. We appreciate this.
I download it.
Oh, okay. That's all that matters.
I just don't listen to it.
That's all that matters.
We talk. I gotta listen to you guys talk about TV shows I don't watch.
Right. We do talk about the Flash TV show, and so
is that the same guy?
No, different guy. That's what we've been saying from the very beginning. That was their biggest mistake.
Well, that's the one thing I noticed as well. The reason the Avengers worked so well was because your main heroes, with the exception of Hulk, you'd already had a backstory with those people playing those characters. Mm-hmm. Like you'd already had previous movies that focused just on them. So there was sort of an attachment to those characters.
Yeah.
Whereas this one, I think Ben Affleck's a good Batman.
I think so too.
But I feel like there definitely would be more of a cool thing if Christian Bale was playing this Batman, teaming up with Henry Cavill as Superman. And if you'd already had one Aquaman movie before this, and
well, they did, but you don't want to use that guy.
I mean, but if they had one with Jason Momoa.
Well, they didn't do the individual movies like they did with Marvel to kind of get the exposition out of the way, so that when they did come together, it was literally just a movie about the action-packed adventures.
But I feel like you also have more of an attachment to those characters if you've seen them in individual movies. Mm-hmm. Like Robert Downey Jr., people have an attachment to him as Iron Man. So to see him team up with Captain America and with Thor. Well, but Spider-Man came later.
Yeah.
Thor. These characters had already been established on their own.
I think the problem is they can't support. They don't have enough to support their own movie.
Dude,
They're not well known enough.
How much shittier would it have been if they, at the very last scene, because this is something else we could talk about that Vic can talk about. They have the Avengers Infinity War trailer out, right?
Mm-hmm, yep.
So imagine the ending of that trailer, and he goes and looks, and it's not Chris Pratt. It's, fucking Brian Scalabrine or whoever, what other ginger. Brent Terhune. It's just them standing there as Star-Lord. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Imagine the difference it would be. But how cool was the ending of that trailer? Because you had the fucking Guardians of the Galaxy, the actual Guardians of the Galaxy, you've now established a relationship with over 2 movies, standing there.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's what made the moment. It wasn't just seeing Guardians of the Galaxy. You see what I mean? Like, the Avengers, it was seeing superheroes that you would, form something with over a movie or two come together and see all of them in one place. This feels like they're just giving, you know what I mean? It feels generic.
Yeah.
It's lip service.
Because it's a Flash you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's an Aquaman you're just introduced to. The only...
And they spent so much time developing the Flash and Arrow and all those characters. Like, why not use them to your advantage? You have a set fan base. You have a following of people who know the story, so you don't have to worry about exposition for all of those characters. You just kind of bring up their history and let it go. And then you have more time for story, action, and what people want to really see.
And that's something
not that exposition.
This past week, and I'm going to bring it back to the Flash TV show just because it's the same. It's both DC. There was just a 4-part 2-night event where they had all the characters from all their DC shows all in one. Like Justice League, where you combined them all. You throw them in one big battle, lasted 4 episodes. They did that so much better. That worked so much more well than Justice League. That's not to take anything away from Justice League.
Well, what about
yes, it is.
What about the ending? The ending. You haven't even seen it. You're
I've
just a Marvel homer.
I have heard reports.
Well, go watch it for yourself, Vic.
What? I'm just a Marvel what?
Homer.
A Marvel homer.
Yeah.
I know more about DC than both of you put together.
Yeah, but you're a Marvel. It doesn't mean shit. It just means you're a Marvel. Like, you're like I'm a Heat homer. I'm a Miami Heat homer, so I defend the Heat. No matter what, you're a Marvel homer. I didn't mean that as, like, homosexual. I meant that as, like, home team. I think that's how he took it. I think that's why we got that reaction from Vic of, what the fuck am I? What the fuck am I? What did you just call this big black man?
I will beat your ass.
I'm in white Delaware, but I will come to Indiana with a vengeance and fury.
I will be there on Friday, motherfucker.
Oh, then I don't need your address. I'll just come find you. Once you get in the city. Be like Pennywise. I'll just pop up at places. Hey, Vicky.
But anyhow, I enjoyed Justice League. I thought...
What did you think of the ending credit scene? Like the final one?
I'm trying to remember what the final... Oh, the final one? I liked it.
When it sets up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am. That's pretty cool. But it has to be a follow-through.
What do you mean?
Like, they actually have to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, not just tease anything, if you will.
When did this movie come out, by the way?
When?
Yeah.
Like 3 weeks ago?
That was it?
Yeah, I think
What
so.
was the release date? Look it up.
It's like October 15th or 14th, somewhere around there.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was right after my birthday.
I could have sworn it was in September.
No, it was October.
Oh, okay. So still a month and a half?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're going to have the villain squad. They're going to have the villain Justice League.
Oh, God.
Sorry, Vic. I am sorry. It is 6
of
weeks.
Doom?
It is 6 weeks. Did we not talk about this on this show?
The Legion of Doom?
Yes,
No,
they're going to have Legion of
we
Doom.
haven't talked about it on here.
Yeah, okay, well, here's the deal. You get 1 week spoilers on movies. You get one night television shows. So Vic's way past that expiration. Yeah, they're going to do the Legion of Doom. Animal and Hawk and Paul Elderling are all going to be...
And you got to feel the rush.
Back, yeah. They're going to be like, let's talk to...
Mean Gene.
What's another... what's a villain besides Lex Luthor?
Oh, the Scarecrow.
That would be in the Legion of Doom?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk to Scarecrow.
Black Manta.
Black Manta? Let's talk to Black Manta. Well! Well! That's my Hawk. Well, let me tell you something. They'll bet me Superman.
Brad's getting a little confused. He thinks we're still doing WrestleMania.
I think so.
Well.
We're going to be...
I am excited for it.
I am.
As long as we get a good Joker.
Mm-hmm.
I should play that Joker.
Gorilla Grodd. There better be a Gorilla Grodd on the
Let me ask you guys this. Have you seen the previews for Rampage?
Yes.
What thoughts?
No, I have not seen that.
Oh, Vic, watch it now. Watch it now.
Go
to whatever media mobile device you have that plays video and watch it. This very second, Victor.
Yeah, I will definitely go see that.
Do it now.
That looks like one of those movies that's just like...
Are you watching it, Victor?
I'm
Rampage.
bringing it up right now.
It looks like one of those...
Trailer, 2018, HD.
Okay, while he does that...
No. Turn the volume.
You're doing it with me. Shut up. Hey! Of course. Of course the Rock's
They felt he was the Johnson for the job. This is Vic's wife at their 10-year anniversary. But I meant Vic, he was 7 feet, 500 pounds. This morning.
Are we just going to let the whole trailer play through the
Yeah.
episode?
Oh, yeah. Shut up.
There.
Yeah, Corey, you're ruining it. Damn it. In fact, turn them up.
Dude, it's fucking, I don't know about the lizard guy. Pretty literal with the gorilla, but kind of weird with the lizard.
The wizard?
The lizard? The Godzilla?
Oh, there's no lizard.
What was that thing that jumped at the thing? Jumped at him?
It's a wolf.
Yeah, because there's the wolf. There's a werewolf too.
No, it's not a werewolf. It's just a wolf.
Woof.
Oh, come on.
That was actually before the gorilla got loose. That part of the movie. They just looked around. They're like, "Oh, you got to evacuate Chicago. Why is the gorilla loose? No, just look at it.
Just get everybody out.
Everyone's dying. Get them to Delaware.
Don't get them to Detroit, though.
There he is.
Thoughts,
I'm
Vic?
in. I'm in.
Me too, right?
100% in. That's the fucking shit right there.
To me, when I saw that trailer, because they played
Now,
that,
that's a good video game crossover.
When they played the trailer before Justice League, and that was the first time I saw it, and
I saw it before Daddy's Home too.
That's a weird place.
And or Medea. Might have been Medea.
Halloween movie.
Yeah. Oh, we can talk about that. Go ahead, Corey.
I haven't watched that yet. I'm gonna watch it this week.
So when Jeffrey Dean Morgan at the beginning is talking to The Rock, he was pausing like he's playing Negan.
Yeah, I heard that in his voice before, because I didn't see him. I just heard his voice. I was like, fuck Negan.
Yeah. So
then you're like, oh, fuck The Rock.
So that was like, I was like, this was what Negan did before the zombies showed up. He had to deal with gigantic animals.
Yeah, he's a fucking baseball coach.
Well, hey, have you seen the new preview for Jumanji?
I don't know
where
if
they
I've seen the
show
new one.
like them being transported into the game.
Oh yeah,
and stuff, and like all the shit that they get chased by and everything.
Yeah.
I want to see that now.
The first
Now
time
you're in?
I'm in.
You thought that was a dumb idea.
I thought it was a dumb idea, but I like the way they're doing it. They're doing it a little differently. They're not making it a board game. They're making it a video game. They have 3 lives. I like those. That was not the trailer I saw initially.
Oh really?
Oh.
Initially, I just saw like, yeah, but also Kevin Hart's funny. We forget that because he's been in so much now that we're like we hate him, you know, because he's overexposed.
I thought
but you forget at the end of the day he's
always
funny.
Doing things together now.
Mhm.
They're like tied at the hip.
It's a good combo. Big tough guy and little guy.
I liked Central Intelligence.
Yeah, that was a good movie. It's an underrated movie. People
Yeah.
thought it was going to be cheesier than what it was.
I think a lot of people hate it too, just because it's Kevin Hart.
Exactly. And that's weird because
Yeah.
he's a funny guy. Like, there's a reason he got to that point.
Yeah.
Because he's funny.
Hell, I even liked the one he did with Josh Gad, The Wedding Ringer.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
That wasn't bad.
And Get Hard with Will Ferrell was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw Daddy's Home too. So anyways, back to Medea.
Yeah.
So Vic, this movie's a piece of shit. It is awful. But I will say there is a song from that movie that has been stuck in my head. And it took me forever to figure out what song it was because I couldn't find it on any of like the soundtrack listings, but here it is. And you'll know it, Vic, because they play the entire damn song in the movie. It's like Tyler Perry was like, this is 4.5 minutes. So we have to get to 89.
Yeah.
Let it sit. Let it sit.
It's a good ass song.
Oh, Black Beetle.
Yep. Holy shit, yeah. It's a good song, but
I knew that as soon as I hear it.
never don't know anything about it. Gnome in the Dome?
Nope. I know nothing about this, and I'll tell you that I must be
Got
old.
black in the title. He found out.
I must be old because it does nothing for me.
It's got a.
It is a
great
really
hook.
good song, yeah. But they play the entire song. And also, notice how bad like you can tell this is not the original, like this is the original cut of the movie, but it was not given a PG-13, so they had to go back and dub over a lot of the cursing, and it's so bad. The dubbing is so obvious and so bad, and like there's times where like actors will bump like parts of the set and they just leave it in. Like this girl bumps a lamp one time and it's like shaking behind her as she's talking. I'm like, that seems like something you would reshoot, you know? Like it very much comes across like an independent film.
Well, mostly, like the whole point of a lot of those movies is that he films them as plays and then they convert them into movies.
Oh no,
so like a lot of that shit is no. I'm like there's a play, and they film it, and then they convert it into a movie by reenacting those scenes as like in the movie settings. So they really don't pay a whole lot of attention to any of it because it's not the main. That's not the main emphasis of it. It's like it's meant to be a play, so they don't give a fuck. And
you are a
still
Tyler
watch it.
Perry homer.
People still watch it.
Oh no, yeah. Oh no. The theater, by the way, when I went and saw it with my daughter, we went and saw like opening weekend or the second weekend. I don't remember which one. We went and it was like a Friday or Saturday, filled.
Yep.
Nothing but old white people.
That's why it makes money.
Thought it was the funniest movie they'd ever fucking
Because
seen.
that's who they're gearing those movies
they're
towards.
Trying to figure out black humor.
Yeah. There is one really creepy part though. Watch for the part where like one of the
Wait, you assume we're going to watch it?
Vic said he's watching it this weekend.
Oh.
Vic, watch. There's a part where one of like the daughter's friends gets in the car with Tyler Perry as when he's the old guy, Joe.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, how old are you? And she's like 17 or something. And he's like, oh, you're too young. But then literally like 2 scenes later, he's just fucking hitting on her really hard.
He's like backing on her.
Yeah, and you're just like, wait, Joe, didn't you just say this is shady and illegal?
I might actually watch this just out of pure...
I mean, okay, it's one of those. It's kind of one of those. It's entranced my brain. I've thought about the movie a lot for some reason.
Apparently,
like no, seriously, like I've thought about it a lot.
Have you seen Birdemic?
Seen what?
Birdemic.
No.
That and The Room, not the Oscar winner one, but the other one. Those are like considered today's like worst of the worst. Really bad movies. So bad you've got to see it because they're so awful. Would you put that in that category?
I would.
I might have to see it now.
So
It'd be worth doing for the show.
Elf.
Oh.
Oh yeah, Elf.
I guess Vic's done.
Are you done?
I'm just wondering when we're gonna circle back around, folks.
At some point we will.
What have you seen lately, Vic?
I've just been watching a lot of like TV shit, like on Netflix and stuff. A lot of weird, like I just watched one called Dead Set, which is a zombie movie where the zombie apocalypse happens while they're filming Big Brother. So
I've heard about that.
Yeah, it's rather interesting. It's a British thing, so of course everybody dies at the end. But spoiler alert. But yeah, so I've been like watching that kind of shit and.
Look to Cheerio, you gonna eat me brains, are you?
Pip, Cheerio. But yeah, so yeah, that's been a thing. I
Been
haven't really
doing my
seen
brain with some crumpets.
anything in the movies because I haven't had time to really go. But hopefully, we'll get a chance to go and see something. They got $5 movies on Tuesdays here. I just got to be here on a Tuesday.
Why did you just whisper to me?
Why are you whispering in the first place?
Exactly. Well, he mouthed it.
You're in the same room. Mute your mic
What
and
were
talk
you
to
saying?
each other. Jesus Christ.
What'd you say?
History.
Oh, let's not do that yet. Yeah. So you're gonna have you seen Stranger Things season 2?
Yes.
Is it good?
Yep. It is good.
Better than
It's very
season
well
1?
done. Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
because
you
I
don't
still
have
haven't
all the
watched it
dumb
yet.
shit in the middle.
Have you seen
It's
season
just
1?
Yeah.
nonstop.
I love season 1, but I haven't watched season 2 yet because I'm just like, man, I don't know if it could be as good. But you say it lives up. Still the same 80s nostalgia feel?
Yep.
All right, that's fair.
Definitely still does. There's a lot of good, a lot of kind of corny comedy in it, which is good because it fits with the 80s, like kind of genre to things. And
Corey owns Stranger Things on VHS.
Yeah.
How is that?
This not VHS actually. Target has a special Blu-ray edition. It's a combo DVD combo edition, and the whole case, the outside looks like an old VHS cassette. And then when you pull it out, there's a section that comes out and it looks like a VHS tape, and then all unfolds and the DVDs and Blu-rays are on the inside. And I was showing him that.
Oh.
Yep. $20 Black Friday at Target.
Oh.
Not
Black
bad.
Friday is meant to be buying shit for people for Christmas.
Yeah, it was all for me.
What did you get me for Christmas? What did you get the show for Christmas?
I got you my presents again since it's been a couple weeks since we recorded.
His presence never equals presents.
Right. Presents, not presents.
And actually, every Black Friday, my in-laws give me money.
From now on, every time we play
Black Friday.
Yeah, I was like, every time we talk about Black Friday in this show, this is just gonna play in the background. So go ahead.
So anyway,
what else? What did you get on Black Friday?
She gives me money, and then I buy everything, and then give it to her, and then she gives it back to me on Christmas. So I ended up coming home with a ton of movies. I got the Wolverine. I got
Wait, the Wolverine?
Yeah.
Like the old...
The old one. The first...
Where the kids are fighting the Russians that are invading? Wolverine!
No, it's the one that's got the Wolverine.
With the Asian wife?
Hugh Jackman?
Yeah, with the Asian... When he had the Asian wife?
And
was she Asian? He lived out in the woods?
Yeah.
Oh boy was his brother?
No, that's Origins.
She was Indian.
That's Origins you're thinking of.
And she was.
Then which one are you talking about?
The one that has Silver Samurai in it. When he's in Japan.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. That's like the worst one.
I got that. Hell, it was like $2.99. I got that.
It was a bargain.
Yeah, Wonder Woman. I got Batman versus Superman. Just because. I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, I got Justice League Dark. Vic, have you seen that?
Yeah, it's good.
Is that like Black Man and...
No, it's Swamp...
Super Black
Swamp Thing, I think.
Swamp Thing and...
So and the Flash Gordon.
DC does their fucking cartoon movies right.
Yeah, there were several of them on sale, and I thought about.
Did you get the Killing Joke?
No, it wasn't on sale.
Huh?
It wasn't on sale.
Oh.
I got Hateful Eight. I got Magnificent Seven.
Got a lot of movies with numbers.
Yep, I noticed it. No, a lot of them were on comic book ones.
Successful Six.
Yeah, I got a whole. I got a whole slew. Both
Fantastic Four. Did you get Fantastic Four?
No, but I got both John Wicks.
Ah.
Yeah, those are some badass
John Wick
movies.
1 and 2.
Yeah, I think I'm back.
You killed my dog.
If you haven't seen those Showdowners, you need to see those movies. Those are
Vic,
awesome.
what'd you buy on Black Friday?
My black ass stayed home.
Oh, the correct answer, Vic, is every Friday is Black Friday at the Miller House. All right, yeah, I didn't buy anything either. All right, so let's talk a little history. What do you say, fellas?
Yeah, let's finally get into the history now that it's 35 minutes in.
And now, the Showdown Podcast history. Corey?
I don't think I saw this in the theater. I might have. I can't remember. I've seen so many damn movies in the theaters, but I can't remember if this was one or not. If not, then I saw it when it came out on video the first time.
Vic?
I try to forget that I watched this movie.
Not really sure how that answers your history.
Didn't give me enough time to hit the vape either. I saw this shortly after I believe it came out. Because what year did it come out? 04?
Probably around there.
One of us should
03.
know this. 03?
November 7th.
Then I saw it a couple years after that, and then me and my daughter watch it every year because it's one of our favorites. This has been the Showdown Podcast history. All right, let's get to another segment Vic and I love, and you know what? Since this is
time.
Well, hold on a second, Vic, because it's not just any time of the year. So we're gonna go with Christmas themed.
This should be interesting.
I'm trying to find a Christmas themed. Oh wait, I know the perfect song for this segment. Ready?
Okay.
All right, Vic, ready? Are you ready?
Yep.
And now it's time for
Bankroll
or Bust.
Holiday episode of Bankroll and Bust. Corey, the Dome Gnome Miller is going to try to
The gnome in the
determine
dome.
what the box office take for 2003's Elf, based on a budget of $33 million. What was the box office take, Corey?
Corey will be given a $3.3 million leeway either direction.
I think I've got this one. Yep. 75 million.
All right. Is there? Hang on a second. Vic, you know what I was gonna hit him with?
What?
Oops. Not the speak now option. But, I was gonna hit him with one of these. You ready?
Yep.
What happens if I squeeze it? Try it.
What is that? I'm keeping that in.
It's just another work day. But sir, humbug.
That's what it was. Oops.
Is he saying? It almost sounds like he's saying bullshit. Well said. I didn't understand a word he said.
So, Corey, the actual box office take for this movie
Humbug.
was
Hang on, Vic.
I say bah. Humbug.
That's what I was gonna hit him with. Gave him a little piece to edit around.
Nope.
Damn it!
It's all staying in.
All right.
So, Corey.
Yeah.
This movie made $220.4 million.
Is that including home video sales?
And you went with
75.
75.
He thought the Will Ferrell Christmas movie.
I didn't.
When was it released?
You said 2003.
2003.
No. Like what day?
Oh, what part of the year? What day? Part of the year?
November 7th.
Yeah, you didn't think.
I guess it should.
You didn't think the November Christmas movie would do well, huh? Starring Will Ferrell, comedy icon. And by the way, 03, that was like height of Will Ferrell's powers, right? Like that's when he was playing Bush on SNL. He was probably around. That's probably a few years after Night of the Roxbury. Probably in that same time period of like kicking and screaming, Anchorman.
Yeah.
Whew. Wow, what a big whiff. That was awful.
You were
go ahead.
Way off.
No, go ahead.
Wow.
Wow, it's a Christmas miracle.
Stop doing my impressions. You're gonna, I got one impression.
Wow.
Yeah, the turtle does it.
Actually, I take that back. The other day we turned the TV on and Gran Torino was on, and we sat there and watched it. And I'm like, you know what?
Hey, let's not do this expression, maybe.
No.
Is this how the show ends?
I was like, you know what? Clint Eastwood does not open his mouth when he talks. His mouth is closed the whole time, and he just sits there. And if you just squint your eyes, you could do the perfect Clint Eastwood impersonation.
Get off my lawn.
Get off my lawn.
Oh, it's just all you have to do is clench your jaw while you do a Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
Oh, get off my lawn.
Oh, that's true. That works too.
Mexicans.
That works too.
That used to be my thing. I used to do this on stage. Whenever like a crowd either just wasn't listening or wasn't responding to me or whatever, or wasn't giving me a chance or just didn't like me for whatever reason, like in unison, I would just stand there and I'd go, pew, pew, and I'd do that little gun shooting thing he does at the end. And I just do it until either someone laughed or just went on for too long.
So we are
Get out of my showroom.
40 minutes
You
into this
damn
episode.
Jews.
We are 40 minutes into this episode.
Is that the black
and,
talking?
We have literally not talked about this movie at all.
When did he get
amazingly
the right
enough?
to speak?
Well, here's the thing, Vic.
So I have.
Corey just keeps doing his
what's the
Clint
thing,
Eastwood
Corey?
over here.
What's the thing, Corey?
Well, the thing is, we didn't have an episode last week, so we've got a lot of catching up to do, and we've got a lot of catching up with the showdowners,
With the listener.
So,
Well, yeah, but they came here for the showdown.
They're
podcast
wondering
where
why
we
the
talk
black
about the
keeps
movie,
talking.
and we haven't talked about the movie.
Did you like the movie, Vic?
No.
This time around, watching it with a fresh...
You straight up asked me now, so I'm just gonna tell you.
Well, there'll be suspense later. We still got me and Corey. I mean, you kind of set it up yourself when we asked about when the first time you saw it, and you're like, I have not ever wanted to watch this movie.
you already kind of spoiled that.
Here's my thing.
Is it because it's very white?
Everyone like worships this man like he's white Jesus or something.
Who, Will
like
Ferrell?
He's God's gift to white comedy.
Will Ferrell? Oh, Will Ferrell's way funnier than Jesus.
And then like everything he does, I so tried to find this thing funny and could not laugh. I even went onto YouTube to find like what people thought were the funniest scenes in this movie.
Oh, now we get the truth. So basically, he didn't rewatch the movie. He just went to YouTube. YouTube funniest scenes.
No, because there wasn't anything funny in it. I didn't find anything funny, so I was like, what do people think are the funniest scenes in this movie? Because I didn't find any of them funny.
It's not like a necessary...
So I was like, people are going to say that these are supposed to be the funny scenes.
I mean, it's
So
not
I
like
went on YouTube,
it's not
and
a
I watched
necessary laugh out loud over and over again movie. It's just a, hey, that's funny all the way through.
It's got... it's one of those movies that
I beg to disagree.
That's a funny scene.
It's,
You should have asked me for the funniest scenes.
I don't find him funny. Like, I don't find what he does.
Say it to I know him.
The movie.
No, that was the most annoying thing. Oh my god, I know Santa Claus. What the fuck?
Yeah, because he's from the North Pole, Vic.
He's not from the North Pole.
If anyone should understand what it's like for a guy to not fit into his surroundings, it's a black man in America should understand an elf.
Climbed into Santa's bag, was taken like on Santa's sleigh. He never noticed that there was a baby in his bag the whole time he was delivering all those presents.
Dude, it's his busiest. He works one night a year, Vic. I bet he gets a little distracted.
He delivered presents to because there were still presents in that bag.
I bet he gets a little distracted, Vic, because he's works one night a year. He does everything once.
Shitty pamper in your bag, like, why does my bag smell like this?
He does notice when he gets back to the North Pole. He probably was too busy. Probably was like, damn it, one of the puppies I got somebody took a shit.
Maybe that was the last stop. And
true, yeah. Could have been the end of the night.
Yeah. Think about it.
No.
So you didn't like Zoe Deschanel in this?
Like, Zoe Deschanel was probably the saving grace of the movie.
What about James Caan?
James Caan is... Yeah, I think James Caan's funnier than Will Ferrell is. But Zoe Deschanel is probably the saving grace of the movie. One, because I like her voice. She can sing very well.
And she's hot.
And she's got a very funny way about herself.
By the way, old Matt Lauer over here just dropped in 2017. She's hot. Give me one of those plants. Give me one of those fake plants. Did you hear about that, right?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Harvey Weinstein liked to jerk off in fake plants.
Yeah, that's weird. Anyway, that whole thing got derailed. What about Amy Sedaris was funny as a secretary, and then Peter Dinklage comes in too.
Wasn't Matt Lauer in this at the end? Wasn't Matt Lauer in this at some point?
No, it was just.
This could be like the Cosby Show. We could go back and watch Elf and see Matt Lauer and be like, he probably just got done imprisoning some intern 10 minutes before they shot this scene.
Oh God.
So, as racist as you're going to make this sound, I did like Faison Love in it, just because he was good.
I just kept...
Wait a minute. You smell like beef and cheese. You sit upon a throne of lies. That wasn't funny? You're laughing now.
I said... Well, I'm laughing at the idea of the fact that I'm like the only thing I found redeeming in the movie was the black guy.
You were laughing at yourself. Yeah.
I don't think...
Coincidence. It was right after I said Eureka beef and cheese.
I had not thought about it that way until I actually said it out loud, and so it's kind of making me laugh.
I don't think
Which
the movie...
the first laugh the fucking movie got.
I don't think the movie itself was meant to play as a comedy. Yes, there was,
You sit upon a throne of lies.
No, hold on, hear me out. I think it's more towards a heartfelt Christmas movie with some comedy in it.
Okay, Vic, you tell me the funnier Christmas movies in history.
What?
Name the funnier Christmas movies in history.
Dude, I laughed all the way through Christmas Vacation.
One.
How about Christmas Story?
I love the Christmas Story.
Oh, you're going to tell me Christmas Story is funnier than Elf?
It is.
You sit upon a throne of lies. Eureka beef and cheese.
But I have a major prize, and it's for Gile, so there you go.
2. So you got 2. And Corey had to help you with that one.
How about Christmas with
Hey,
the
Dome in the Dome!
No, Christmas with the Crank was okay, but I didn't find that all that great either.
So go ahead. You've got 2 movies you said are funnier than Elf.
Santa Claus.
Shut up, Gnome!
The Friday Christmas movie?
Wait, Friday... What? Wait, Friday After Next?
Yeah.
I didn't even like that as a comedy.
Die Hard. That was a funny Christmas movie.
That is not a Christmas movie.
It's a Christmas movie, bitch.
No, it's not.
But
no one dies in Elf.
Put in top Christmas movies and see if...
I don't give a
But
shit.
it's not a comedy. The Christmas argument is invalid. It's not a comedy.
Scrooge was pretty good.
All right, I'll give you that.
Was that a comedy, though?
Yeah.
It's a
It's
dramedy.
Bill fucking Murray in the early 90s.
A dramedy.
No, that's a comedy. It's a comedy.
All right.
to comedy, Mr. Weekend at Bernie's is a drama. You have no credibility in this argument.
Take the Christmas movies out. Take the Christmas music out. It becomes a horror movie.
So you've named 3. I'll give you 3. I'll give you credit for 3 movies you think are funnier than Elf. I think that says a lot.
Home Alone.
I think if you go back and watch Home Alone, it's not
Bad
funnier
Santa.
than Elf.
I don't think it's funnier.
Like
That's
Bad
nostalgia.
Santa. I like Bad Santa.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. What about Batter Santa or the second one?
Oh, shit, you know what?
I think they tried too hard on that.
Night Before. A lot funnier. Night Before might be the funniest Christmas movie ever.
Harold and Kumar Christmas.
Oh, shit, yeah.
That was good. That was funny.
Oh, my God. I might be changing my mind.
Santa Claus 3.
We'll be right back.
What?
After these messages, we'll be right back.
It's commercial time. Corey, go ahead. Sorry, not even on Christmas. Vic, go ahead.
You can find me, Holly Jolly Happy Christmas at Miller King 51 on social media, and as Black and Happy Angry on all gaming platforms.
You know what, Corey?
What?
In the spirit of Dominic the Donkey, the Italian Christmas Donkey, go ahead.
You can find
Sorry,
me.
no, you're too slow, paisano. You can find me at BradScottTheComedy.com. All right, go ahead.
You can find me on.
Tell them about WrestleMania, Corey.
Okay, you can find me.
It's a show we do about wrestling. It used to be funny. Now, not so much, but it's more informative. Hey, he's holding his own. He's doing okay. Go ahead, Corey.
You can find me on Twitter.
You
and
can also find us on the Miller Times podcast. Where
It's a podcast about the TV.
That we love so
TV
much.
is the smallest
but we
screen.
do not talk about Dominic the Donkey.
It's the smallest screen with the shortest shows. Short movies, week to week, for a season. Go ahead, Corey. Tell them about WrestleMania.
WrestleMania is a podcast that Brad and I do where we talk wrestling.
It's about the wrestling.
Yeah.
He likes the lucha.
Yes, I'm on the show now. I'm the new co-host as of 3 weeks ago.
Tell them about the My Way.
My Way is another podcast that Brad and I
That's
do.
all the time we have. It's the donkey.
NKO concert.
Welcome back to the Showdown Podcast. This is one of the Christmas-tacular episodes. It is 7:45 on the East Coast. I don't know why. I wasn't going to laugh until Corey did.
What the fuck just happened?
Corey started laughing. That made me laugh. I broke the character immediately.
I can help it. Because I knew that's where you were going.
We're just here to get your results for Elf, starring Will Ferrell, James Caan, the lady that used to be married to Ted Danson on Curb Your Enthusiasm, Mary
Steenburgen.
Yeah.
So, what are we doing here, folks? Let's talk. What are we talking about?
Vic's tired of this.
Vic is
I'm tired of your sophomore humor.
It's time for our list of our favorite Christmas
Vic is black and angry at the
I
moment.
guess we have to set.
No, we might want to get the result. Yeah, why don't you let me lead the show, Vic?
Because you're not leading the show.
I was offering the listener a smooth, silky voice. Bring them back.
Catering to the-
It's 7:48.
To the
We're on
dome of
the
the
East
dome.
Coast. We're gonna go ahead and get the results from Corey.
Okay.
Go ahead, Corey. Let them know what you thought of the movie Elf.
Okay.
2003 comedy starring Will Ferrell, James Caan, Mary Steinfeld? Steenburgers.
We'll go with that. So anyway, this is one of the movies that every year, like around Halloween time, everybody always wants to watch Halloween movies. Christmas time is kind of the same way.
9/11,
Yeah. Never forget.
Never forget.
Christmas is the same way. I watch Christmas Story every year on Christmas.
I watch Independence Day on 9/11 every year.
Christmas Story is another one of those movies I got on Black Friday, by the way, which my wife thought was weird because it's going to be on 24/7 on.
Yeah, and who watches it any other day?
Yeah, I know. But I wanted it for the
Who
commentary.
just sits down in July to watch Christmas Story?
Maybe I will. Christmas in July. But anyway, that's.
I knew I should have gone June.
Yeah. So that's a movie we watch every year, and Elf is another one we watch every year. It's one of our favorites. It's as much as
You
Vic
keep
doesn't
saying
like it.
our.
I'm
You're
talking
not
about my
saying
family.
my.
Okay, it's mine. One of my Christmas
You could have been
favorites.
setting us up for it's one of our favorites as a family, but personally, I don't care for the film.
I think it's.
I would not give the endorsement. Therefore, 2-1, it would not survive. But go ahead. Sorry.
So yes, for me, it survives for
So
sure.
that's a survival.
Yes.
Because you didn't make that crystal clear with
I
the
know.
whole hour thing.
I
So.
know. I was trying to lead up, build a little tension.
Excellent.
Thank you.
So that's 1-1.
Because Vic's already said he
And,
despises this movie.
Did Victor change Brad's mind by listing a lot of movies that were clearly funnier than Elf?
Stay tuned
Find
after
out.
these messages.
We'll be right back
Messages.
next week on the Showdown Podcast.
What if we just let like 5?
We how horrible. We don't have any listeners already, and then we're like, you know what? Let's fuck with the ones we don't have.
We leave like 5 minutes of dead air, and then we actually come back. So if they actually kept listening,
Are you guys still here?
All right. Yeah. So my daughter and I watch it every year, usually on Christmas Eve or around then. So I think it's funny. I'm not a heartless, Grinch like the black guy on the show.
Speaking of the Grinch, there's another one I like better than this movie.
you think it's funnier?
How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
You think it's funnier?
Yes.
You're a mean one.
Are you talking about the Jim Carrey version?
Either one, honestly.
Ooh.
I like them both.
Ooh. Holiday shots fired.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
All right. Well, guess what though, Vic?
What?
It's 2-1.
Of course it was, because I'm outnumbered, just like any other.
Oh, come on.
White man's Christmas movie. I see how this shit goes. I know what's happening around here.
You know what that means whenever
Special kind of snowflakes.
whenever a movie survives. Congratulations, Elf. You go into the Hall of Fame. La 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 la.
Jackass. Huh?
Dominic.
Oh, I'm so sorry, folks.
I climb the hills of Italy. Hey, jiggity jig.
Eon, eon.
You know what, Vic? We're dedicating an entire episode to your people.
Oh, dude. What?
We're dedicating an entire episode to your people. We're doing Menace to Society very soon. So
No,
this was to my people.
I have no problems with that, too.
All right, we'll talk about that next month.
Wait, you don't like Menace to Society?
Why? Because
Hey,
I'm black,
no.
I have to like Menace to
No,
Society?
no, we're not doing this.
Okay, yeah. I was about to give away a good joke, too,
Yes.
but we'll wait.
Save it. Damn.
All right. It survives.
Follow the script.
So let's talk about our favorite holiday movies.
Okay.
Except for Vic, because he doesn't have a good opinion on this.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
I'm just
I
kidding.
mean, look,
Okay.
We got to do a top 5.
Top 5? All right. Start with number 5.
Number 5. You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. Home Alone.
Okay.
Okay.
Vic?
Number 5, Gremlins.
I got to write mine down.
Really?
I would be easier if we started at 1 because I know that way from the rest of the list. But hang on. It's my bottoms up idea folder. You guys want to hear my bottoms up ideas?
Okay.
For friend of the show, friend of my way, Josh Springer.
Mm-hmm.
We did. I have ideas for his company. He bottoms up. It's the beer machine that makes the beer fill up from the bottom. We've got bottoms laced up. Shoes that when you step into them, your socks rise up. Bottoms up brew. Bottoms up beer. It tastes like Keystone Light upside down. And bottoms up T-shirt with funny sayings. It's a very vague and broad one, but nonetheless, okay. So, Xmas.
How did we get here? How did we get here, folks?
Actually, you know what, Vic? On my original list, I didn't include Gremlins because I didn't think about it being a Christmas movie. Yes, it is.
Because
It
you're
is.
horrible at figuring that out. That's why
No.
Die Hard's a Christmas movie.
No, Die Hard is not a fucking Christmas movie.
Yes, it is.
I'm changing my number 5 to Gremlins as well.
Hang on. Keep going. You guys keep talking.
Okay.
This is good.
Vic, what's your number 4?
Yeah, we'll come back to me. Because I got to get this order down.
Okay. So, number 4 for me is going to be the Grinch, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. The actual cartoon version.
The cartoon version.
Yeah, the cartoon version.
Okay. That I made a list because I'm stalling here. But I made a list on Facebook that has my top. I did it from the month of December leading up to Christmas. So I have
Great.
23 movies on my list.
Good Lord, we're not doing that.
No, I'm not doing all that, but that original one is on my list.
What's your number 4?
My number 4 is Scrooged with Bill Murray, which we just talked recently about.
Yep.
Vic, what's your number 3?
Bad Santa.
Okay. That too is on my list. It's actually number 6, I believe. Which won't come up. There it is. Yeah, it's number 6. My number 3 is A Christmas Story.
Mine too.
Yeah.
No. Oh, we're on number 3?
Yeah.
Nope. That's my number 2.
That's your number 2. I watch that one every year. I love it. Have most of it memorized. I love it. I'm interested to see they're doing a live version on Fox, I believe. So,
All right.
So that should be interesting.
I'm down for that.
My 5 is Home Alone.
Okay.
My 4 is Gremlins.
Okay.
My 3 is Elf.
Okay. So now we're caught up. Brad, what's your number 2?
Night Before.
Okay. Vic?
Still haven't seen that, by the way.
Oh, it's so good.
That's pretty good.
I don't know how I still haven't seen that, but so Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer,
Had a very shiny nose.
the
That's
1964
what
cartoon
I'm told,
claymation.
Rick. It's just Coach Pagano here.
Oh fuck!
What I heard was
How the hell
Rudolph.
did I pull him?
He was a
God damn
reindeer.
it.
He had
It's like Russian
he had a very
fucking
shiny
roulette
nose,
this place.
Rick. Very shiny
You
nose.
never fucking know what he's gonna
He's got
show.
his nose as a part of
How
his
do we
brain,
shut Coach
as part of his head that it breathes through.
Hey, Coach.
God damn it.
It's where boogers are located. You use it. It's very shiny, Rick, like a light.
Vic, I don't.
Light's something that is bright during darkness.
Judging by this season, coaches are going to be less and much longer on the show.
I got you.
So my
But,
number.
yeah, that Rudolph man. I tell you what, he ended up leading that whole sleigh, didn't he?
Hey, Coach.
By the way, did you actually see Pagano go insane?
Yeah.
Have you heard that?
Yeah.
Vic, have you heard that?
No, I have not.
Oh my God. Okay, so apparently Pagano's heard this character. Hang on a second. I'm going to right now just Google
Is
Chuck
this-
Pagano.
Are you talking about when he was doing the
Crazy.
weather? When he was talking about the weather?
Just hold on.
Okay.
Okay. What was
you find that. Let us finish out the list.
Okay.
Okay, Vic, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is The Christmas Story.
Christmas Story. Okay. My number 2 was Elf.
Okay.
My number 2 is The Night Before.
Night Before. Which one is that one?
Seth Rogen.
I thought that was.
It's my number 2.
I thought that was your
I
number
was
3.
joking by saying my number 2 again.
Oh.
My number 3 was Elf.
Okay, gotcha. Vic, what's your number 1?
Die Hard.
It's not a goddamn Christmas
It
movie.
is my favorite Christmas movie. My family watches it every year on Christmas.
Did you just say my white my white family? My white family watches it every year.
Just because there's a scene.
Definitely not what I said.
Just because they're at a Christmas party does not make it a Christmas movie. There's nothing Christmas about it.
Look, this is a 97.5% fresh Christmas movie on Rotten Tomatoes list, top 25
It's
Christmas
not
movies.
a Christmas movie. Just because there's a scene.
You say it's not a Christmas
You know what?
movie.
I'm actually, since I'm usually the judge,
Yeah.
I'm actually going to end this debate once and for all.
Yeah.
If it makes you think Christmas, it's a Christmas movie.
Yep, there it is.
Final.
There's the answer.
Debate over. Now you're number one.
Christmas Vacation.
Minus Krampus.
All right.
All right, now, Vic.
You know, that's growing on my list, by the way.
Krampus?
Yeah,
Oh,
the
it's
more
so
I
good.
watch it, the more I enjoy it.
So good. So we're gonna end. We're gonna end
There's
this.
a really shitty one though. I have to tell you about.
Oh, I
It's on
know.
Netflix.
It's like it's
All
part
the
of like
time.
a what's it called?
An anthology?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know. I've seen it.
I watched it and I was like, "This is the worst thing ever."
You have
And
to
then I
see
watched
that
it again,
before
it's
the
a little
regular
bit better.
Krampus.
And then I watched it again, and it's gotten a little stupider, but a little better. So
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's a,
Are you talking
it's a
about
good bad movie.
Is it that Christmas anthology that's on
Yeah.
Krampus
Netflix?
versus
Yep.
Santa Claus. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that was something else I'm thinking of.
Anyways, this is how we're gonna end this episode.
Okay.
All right.
We're gonna let Chuck Pagano going insane lead us out.
Wait, do you ever worry that this is going to become a mental issue for your players? Because it's, kind of like Groundhog Day. It's over and over again.
Yeah, that song we played, woke up to that this morning. Is that Sonny and Cher? Huh? I got you, babe. I got you, babe. Yeah, went down, got my coffee, said hello to what's her name, the gal in the coffee shop. Stole the money out of the back of the truck, drove my truck off the, into the tar pit or whatever, off the landfill. Jumped off a building, lived through it. Did you see the movie? Did you ever see the movie, Groundhog Day?
It's been a long time.
What do you guys do? You spend so much time on Twitter, you're not enjoying the better things in life. Bill Murray, come on. I jumped off the roof at my home this morning. It's not going away.
But do you worry, in all seriousness, do you worry that...
No, it's everybody. It's you guys. It's the fans. It's everybody driving up there. It's everybody in the NFL community. Okay? There's a storm in the Atlantic. Hurricane, whatever you want to call it. When's it going to hit landfall? It's coming. Third quarter, middle of the third. It's getting late third. They're up 10. Got to happen sometime. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy right now. Yeah.
That's a good answer.
It is. And what's got to happen is, being in Miami for 6 years, when them storms start coming off the coast of Africa and then they're coming through the Atlantic and they start coming up, what happens is if you get a nor'easter, right? You get a storm up top. Who's in here had done weather before? Huh? You know some weather people. Calabro, who was that? Who's the best dude down there doing weather or dudette? Huh? Yeah, so when it comes down, that pressure hits, right, and it pushes the storm where? Back out to sea, right? And it goes up the coast, and there's very little damage. Those rings that spins this way, and those bands up top are the most egregious bands. They're far enough out where nobody gets hurt. So when this starts to happen, film your tail off. I love it.
I don't know what that had to do with anything.
No.
And this is why that right there
Yeah.
is the prime example why Elf made it into the Hall of Fame.
You have been listening to the Showdown Podcast. Follow Corey Miller at NKO Gonzo, Vic Miller at Black and Angry, and Miller King 51, and Brad Scott at Brad Scott Comedy. Thank you for listening. You smell like beef and cheese, buddy. See, I told you the movie was funny, Vic. Oh wait, no. I know.
Jesus.
Ding fries are done. Wait, that's kind of a fast song though.
Dogs barking.
No, Dominic the Donkey.
No, don't fucking do that. We did that last year.
What?
Dominic
Played
the
out.
Donkey.
We played out Dominic the Donkey last year. No.
I forgot about that. It's Dominic the Donkey. They don't got your Christmas donkey. La, la. Oh, fuck yeah. All right, here we go. Ready?